Coach Tony here. Welcome to the Heavy Mental module on priorities. Yes, I love this module. It's a different way of thinking about the world. At least that's how I think of setting priorities. Probably all of you set basic priorities, what am I going to do today? I think so much more deeply about that so many people in the world, sometimes me, sometimes probably a lot of you, are obsessed with feeling busy. And then when they finally get a moment to breathe, they look back and they say, well, what did I get out of being busy all the time? I don't want you to be busy. I want you to be successful. If you're busy on the way to being successful, that's fine. But you don't have to be. Setting priorities is about realizing that some things are way more important than other things. That it's okay to do the important things and not the unimportant things. How does that sit with you? The idea that some things are just not important to do. Is that tough? Yeah, people get hung up on just that. Like the idea that maybe I won't do that today, or maybe I won't ever do that. Maybe I'll just do it next week. Any of those things gets a lot of people hung up. Why do you care so much about getting everything done? It's the things that make you more money, the things that make you happier, the things that make the world a better place. Let's get reoriented to focus on those things. This module is oriented, like many of our modules, around a habit. What is the habit of prioritization? It's about getting a list of all of the things that you're supposed to do, that you want to do, that are on your calendar. That full list, that's what you could do. And just at minimum, you circle one thing and you say, that's my most important task. Just doing that much means that you've created an opportunistic mindset. You're on the lookout for what is it that could be really impactful in my day-to-day. There's not enough to see it. Then you have to go do it. So we call that first part, the seeing it, the picking of a MIT, most important task. Some of you have even heard other people use that phrase before. What I care about is not only do you see it, but you circle then a part of your day where you're going to get that task done. That's your most important block. If you could just do this one thing of like, this is my most important task and I got it done every single day, you would be miles ahead of most people. That's the fundamental, the core habit. The next place that people get tripped up is, well, how do you pick? What makes something important? Is it the thing that's going to make you the most money, the thing that's going to make your boss happy, the thing that's going to make you happy, the thing that has a deadline attached to it? How do you choose that? So we're going to work through ways of getting better at picking that. And then we're going to start to work through the principles of someone who's good at prioritization. That's always knowing and being on the lookout for what is more important than other things, and refining that system of ranking for yourself. Being comfortable working sequentially, that you should know that a done task is better than an in-progress task. So when you don't set a priority, you kind of work these two things in parallel. Neither of them get done. Well, you haven't accomplished anything then. So just getting comfortable with saying, well, this is the thing I'm going to finish today, and this is the thing that I'm going to start tomorrow and finish tomorrow. And that's better than not finishing either of them today. You're going to get better saying, actually, this thing, it feels like it would be valuable, but I don't have time for it. I've got things that are more important. I'm not even going to look at it again till next week. Or maybe I'm never going to look at it. Get those principles going and more over the course of this module, and you're going to come out being a different person, someone who escapes that feeling of, that anxious feeling of, oh, I have so much to do, and instead is living in a world of pride that, oh, I did that and that mattered, and then I did this other thing and this mattered. And then when I was done doing those two things, I took a break, took a long lunch. Having leisure time is really it's really the indication that you're doing your prioritization well. So that's what I want to say just right off the bat about prioritization. If you've never been in heavy mental before, I am Coach Tony. I run it. I'm the founder of Coach.me, which is probably how you found Heavy Mental. It's a year-round training program. Every 4 weeks, we switch to a different module, all focused on different ways of training our brain and the habits of how we think so that we can be more productive, more focused, happier, make a bigger impact in the world. About 5 times a week, you'll get an exercise. They all add up together to help support the module. I'm in there with you. I do basically all of the exercises with you. And that's part of the power. It's not just that I'm in there, but everyone else in the group is doing it with you. So that group support is a big part of what helps people feel momentum and helps them learn from each other. And yeah, that's, I think, what you need to know. I'm looking forward to seeing you in there.